Yo, what's up, nerds? I'm back. I know, 2 videos in the same month. I can't believe it either, but here we are. This video is going to be about the poor marketing that Everquest does for its game. It's almost basically not really had any marketing for like decades at this point, but I feel like recently it's gotten even worse. And I'm actually embarrassed for them. I read it and I get embarrassed. I'm like, ooh, I'm glad I'm not releasing this game trailer. And so I just want to talk about things that they need to improve upon if they actually want to revitalize the game. So what it's going to go over here, the first thing I want to do is look at this October producers letter that just came out recently. This came out 2 weeks ago. And this might be old news to some of you, but maybe not everybody. But I just want to point some things out in here. And I also want to go into some other different things that EverQuest does that they need. I think they should improve upon from like a marketing perspective. And it might not all be directly related to marketing, but they all are in some ways. So, looking at the producer's letter here, so the first thing that they talk about is they have this extra life program, which they do. I think it's once a year, and this is actually one of their better programs, I think, as far as the players are concerned, because they get a lot of rewards out of it. You'll get like bonus experience, you get bonus faction, and what do they get? Maybe less lower lockouts or something. I don't remember everything. But you basically get a whole bunch of rewards based on how much the fundraiser makes. And the more the fun and the more the fundraiser makes, the bigger the rewards are. So this is something actually I can't complain about. I like that they do this every year. Now some of these other things is they do a recap of stuff that she released in her July producers letter. They have some returned events such as Scorched Sky bonuses, Death, Living Legacy raids. To me, these aren't really noteworthy of the producer's letter. To me, a producer's letter is kind of like, what direction is the game going? What's our actual plans that we're doing? What are like major accomplishments of the game? And these are just things that happen every year. And some of this stuff, I don't even really know what it is. It's just like some little mini quests that are like seasonal within the game. And to me, that stuff should not be in the producer's letter at all, especially if it's just something that happens anyway. And then she's also had monthly unlocks, expansion posters on the Dark Paw storefront, and wallpaper downloads. Like, is a wallpaper download? Do we need to put that in here? Is that a milestone? Because I can make a wallpaper up in like a couple of hours. And I'm not an artist, but I can, Photoshop some decent looking wallpaper up. This is not worthy of putting in the producer's letter. This is just fluff. To It's just fluff. Is really what it is. It's just fluff. She mentions that in July, Ragefire merged into Vox. Whoa, my God, Ragefire merged into Vox. I can't believe it. The 3 people on Ragefire can play with the 3 people in Vox, and now they have a full group. Oh my God, it's so amazing. She mentions the Chrono purchase promotions where one could get a Blood Raven illusion with every Chrono purchase. Like, this is just like it's, this is just like it's just so lame, man. A promotion that you're getting something with a Chrono is it's not something you put in a producer's letter. This is just like in-game RM or not RMT. What do you call it? It's just like a microtransaction. Oh, by the way, guys, we have microtransactions. You get a free little bonus with our microtrans. It's like, come on, it's so lame. Like, stop putting this lame stuff in here. Like, other than this extra life thing, this whole entire paragraph should not even be in here, in my opinion. All right, so next it's all August. It's all Return of the Gigantic and Big Bag bundles. So is this? Let me see here. Gigantic and Big Bag bundles. What is this? How big are these packs? Okay, so they have a 15% discount on more microtransaction stuff. Like, this is not for a producer's letter. This is like in-game sales. Like, you don't put this in a producer's letter. You're the head of the studio. So, and a plethora of familiars made their return in another promo. Okay, so more as a chance. So each cat in the bag has a chance at one of the following. I thought it was cannot. So each dog has. Is this something back for a limited time? For how long? They'll be pushed back into the vault. Okay, so it's another microtransaction where it's a gambling microtransaction. Great. It's just exactly what I wanted to hear. All right, so and then we have the annual Cold Stone Summer Quest. I don't even know what that is. I don't know if anyone actually does those. I see them pop up in producer's letter every year, but does anyone do those? Are they even useful for anything? I don't know. Labor Day experience bonus. Again, I honestly don't think this should be in the letter either. Experience bonus events is stuff they do all the time. Producer's letter. You're the head of the studio. I want to hear some important shit. I want to hear the big shit. I already know that there was a bonus. The bonus is over. Why is it in the producer's letter? We run multiple bundles of Claws of Vision expansion items that are put into the marketplace. Again, it's just more microtransaction stuff. It's just pathetic. September, Marcia Atamalagad briefly making her return with Talk Like a Pirate Day. So she is, this is an NPC in game that gives you like old items for like these that are no longer in the game for like some special tokens you can get them. I forget how to get them. It's been so long since I looked into it. Making her return with Talk Like a Pirate Day, which was extended to a week this year. Fall fun events have begun. Fall fun. Okay, more experience bonuses. So, did they take her out at some point? I thought she's always been in the game, at least on live. It's extended to a week this year with Talk Like a. I don't even know what Talk Like a Pirate Day is. What is that? And then Fall Fun Event is again just an experience bonus. So, to me, these three paragraphs, as far as the producer's letter is concerned, they should not be in here at all because it's not like when you're high up the food chain, you should be announcing things that are like game changing, not just like little things that just happen all the time. All right, so it's kind of the same thing here. This is like bullet points of everything I read. More wallpapers for like mid expansions, like Empires of Cunark, Broken Mirror. Not early. When I say mid expansions, I mean like ones that aren't the newest, but they're not also like Cunark, Ruins of Cunark. It's not like the original expansion or anything like that. And then it's just more stuff here, like servers are unlocking. Airjune and Rizlona, like this isn't 2025 news. These servers are how old now? A few years old. Same with Yellowknack, Oakwind, old server. Teak and Tormax are the new servers. I guess you could maybe put that in here, maybe. But Depths of Dark Hollow, oh my god, don't get me started on Depths of Dark Hollow. You can barely move around in that expansion with boxes. You need to have like a bard. You need to have like Invis, Lev, and all your characters. Like Depths of Dark Hollow, man, they gotta fix those ramps in that place so you can actually move your boxes around in there. It is just absolute horrendous to move around that expansion. All right, so anyway, so this September, it's kind of all the same things here. So you got more expansion unlocks, on like dead servers. And oh, here we go. Talk Like a Pirate Day. What's this? All right, Talk Like a Pirate Day. Shady swashbuckler Marcia can be found on her Pirate Day booty roaming around Norath. Also see, I was under the impression that she was never taken out of the game, but she just like changed zones with the zone that she spawned in. So I don't know. I'm just not up to date on the live stuff, honestly. Maybe it's old news, but okay. Again, to me, this is a producer's letter. I don't want to hear it from the producer. We can just have that as some like community manager uh, letting us know when it happens type of thing. All right, so let's see. Another experience bonus starts October 7th, which was already happened. More microtransaction stuff again. And this picture, like, what is this picture? Basically, you can buy this set of armor. You get Cloth of the Ascendant, a staff, and Throne of the Prime Healer, whatever that is. Is that I'm not sure what that is. But anyways, look at this picture. It's like all blurry at the top. They got the feet cut off at the bottom here, so you don't know. Does it include shoes, or decide you don't get shoes with it? I was like, what is this laziness here? This is the producer's letter, and this is the screenshot they're providing of something that they're selling on the store. It's just sloppy work. And yeah, it's like not a big deal, right? Like, okay, there's like a blurry line on top. Why are you making such a big deal out of it? Well, it's like the producer's letter is, it's like the first thing I noticed when I looked at it. It's like it sets the bar so low that you're like, that the effort that they put in reflects them as a company. So if you can't get something as simple as a screenshot right, or even like if you don't, maybe you mess it up the first time, fine. Maybe somebody didn't notice, whatever. But it's been on the website for like 2 weeks now, and it just looks like crap. All right, so stuff that's upcoming, the beta's upcoming for the new expansion. We got just more stuff, more microtransactions. There's like a couple little yearly quest things that they do. I think raid is like a little thing where you can like progress up in the raids with a smaller group type of thing, kill some raid bosses. That thing's kind of cool, but again, not noteworthy in my opinion, and something that comes from the producer of the game. And then it's just more of the same thing, expansion unlocks, things like that. Now here, this is actually stuff I want to see the producer's letter here. Server performance improvements. That's what I want to hear from the producer. Like what, but I would like some more detail on this. Like what exactly is their goal on? I don't need to know the technical details, obviously, right? But like what's their goal? Where do they stand right now? Let's expand upon that. Because I heard this last year too, or maybe it was even 2 years ago. They were saying the same thing, and from a player perspective, I'm not really noticing a whole lot of a change. Maybe there's. I know there was like certain raids that would lag out a whole lot on live. I read some people complaining about that, like on forums and stuff. But like let's hear some more about this. That's what I want to see from the producer. Ongoing conversion of the suit windows to the new UI engine. I heard this 2 years ago too, and to me the game just got laggier. Like the frame rate went down. Just like there's like jitters and stuff. More so than there were 2 years ago, and that kind of still exists today. Like the gameplay, at least for me personally, it's more clunky than it was 2 years ago before they did this change. So where's the comments on that? I want to see like, did they did are they going to address that they uh, are releasing the UI engine and it's kind of making the game worse in some ways? And where's the player experience improvement? I want to hear stuff about that. What's your plans for player experience UI improvements? What can I if I log into the game? What am I going to notice that's better than it was last year? And anti-cheat improvements. They don't have to expand upon that. That's fine. They can say they're doing this. I don't know if they actually are or not, but they should do anti-cheat stuff, and not expanding on that, in my opinion, is fine because they obviously don't want to, give away their hand. That's the kind of stuff they do for anti-cheat. All right, so let's see here. All right, so now she's talking about the 30-second expansion, Shattering of Roads, coming out, and there's just like a little bit of like half-assed lore that they came up with behind it. Druzzle Rowe was murdered. Blah blah blah. We'll take a look at the picture here. This is Jen Chan, head of studio. And at first I was trying to figure out, I'm like, what is this background? And then I'm like slow, right? So and then I realized, oh, it's like the Shattering of Row themed background. But like this picture, it's just saying it. Like this, honestly, there should not be a human being standing here at all, holding this axe. And I also noticed too, like first of all, Jen, let's see some emotion. You look so upset, like you don't want to be there. Like you're like, ah, come on, new expansion's coming out. Let's get hyped up, or just smile. Just like new expansion's coming out. There's something. I see some emotion out of this, right? I noticed here too. There's like she's standing in front of a green screen. They forgot to crop the green screen out between like her stomach and her arm here. It's like what? What kind of rookie made this? This is the producer's letter. Y'all forgot to crop out the green screen? Maybe like I'm being picky or whatever, but it's just kind of like rookie hour type thing. And people make mistakes, right? Like maybe they didn't see it and he posts it, you don't notice it, but then nobody see it at any point, even after it got posted. Like I would assume these type of things will go through at least a little bit of quality control check. But yeah, like I said, it's not just this one picture I'm picking on it for. It's just because of like that in a combination of this other picture where you got like this giant fuzzy bar up here, and then like the character's not centered, and then the feet are cut off. It's just like amateur hour type thing. So, all right, let's do a little bit of investigations. This is going to be interesting. So I saw here, it's in the newsletter. It said the Outer Brood is discounted at 25% until the new expansion comes out, and they do this every year. They'll like discount the current expansion a little bit before the new one is out. So they're trying to just nickel and dime you because when the new one comes out, all previous expansions get included for free. So they're like trying to get you to buy it right before you got to make another purchase. But if you just wait, then you don't have to buy the Outer Brood at all. 25% is a little bit, to me, it's like not enough of a discount to justify buying it this late in the expansion cycle. I would honestly like to see like 60, 65% off in order to justify buying it. Because if you do buy it, you get like some items that are included with the expansion, and we're gonna get into that. Would be like probably be the only reason you'd want to buy it right before a new expansion comes out. from like a being smart with your money point of view. And so, anyways, I clicked on this article here. It took me here, as I want to learn a little bit more. And I noticed this article, the Outer Brood actually went on sale September 9th. Remember, the newsletter came out October 1st. So the newsletter came out 3 weeks after the expansion went on sale. And in the newsletter, it says it will be discounted until the new expansion comes out. So until Shattering of Row comes out. And I go over here and I'm reading the article. And the original article said you could purchase it 25% off along with the new cool feature item. The offer is only available until October 6th. Okay, so when the expansion went on sale, they basically said it's only going to be on sale for a little under a month. But then the newsletter, which came out 3 weeks after the sale started, it said it's going to be on sale till the expansion comes out. So like, which one is it? And another thing I want to say too about these, like the cool feature item that you get, is I'm trying to figure. I'm like, what's the item? What item do you get? Why is it not listed right here? Why do I have to go dig for it? So I'm like clicking these links. This first one is just a trailer. It takes you to the YouTube trailer for their expansion. The second one is read more about the Outer Brood. I'm like, okay, great. It takes you like this big slideshow. And it's like, buy now, watch video. What even happens if I click buy now? Let's click buy now. It takes you to Shattering of Row. So I guess apparently you can't buy this. The sale did end despite the producer's letter saying it's going to be until the expansion comes out. And okay, so what's the item you get? I'm like, look, scrolling down, new lands, the Outer Brood features. You get a new race and class, which that's not an item. Activated items keyring, a new keyring that accepts most. So is that the item that you're getting? Maybe. It says it's a feature. It could be an item though. I don't know. And then it says you also will get an exclusive Leviathan calf mount. But this, and here in small font, it says premium and family and friends only. So you have to buy the expensive versions of the Outer Brood, I guess, to get the mount. So it's still unclear to me what exactly this is referring to. My guess would probably maybe be the keyring. I don't know. But why do I have to go dig around for it? Like, I'm trying to make a purchase here, and I don't even know what I'm getting. And this is like exactly what I'm talking about with their poor marketing. So let's go in game. So I go and open up the store in game. I click on expansions and says expansion of Shattering of Row. You can buy all the Shattering of Row stuff. Then they have the Dark Elf Ranger feature, which was from the Outer Brood, as a standalone product that you can buy by itself for 1,000 station cash. I click on one of these and it says buy now. You will be directed to a web page where you can get information about and order the Outer Brood. But here it says Shattering. It's like they don't have the description updated. Like nobody's on the same page. Why is the description not updated? And look, it sends over here to Shattering of Row. So if you were to have started out in the game and you're trying to get, the Outer Brood perhaps, you would be totally confused by what you're going to get. This is like the main product that they're trying to sell. This is their expansion. And I look around for 5 minutes and I'm completely floored at all the stuff I see that doesn't match up. And this is just a prime example of like the poor marketing that Darkpaw has. You go to different pages, they say different things, everything contradicts itself. It's obvious nobody's proofreading anything. And then you go into in-game, the description is not updated. I mean, what else do you say? Everquest released a game trailer for their new upcoming expansion, Shattering of Row. And this has got to be the worst expansion trailer or video game trailer, period, I've ever seen in my entire life. This is like straight out of like 1994. I cannot believe they actually released this trailer. I wasn't going to put the trailer into my video, but let's just go ahead and do it. Fuck it. Let's watch this together. Oh, there's the famous burning tree of Teldrassil, city of the Night Elves. The goddess Drusselrow was murdered. You're accused. So I guess we're accused. Is this the action shot? Is this the adventurer coming to save the day? Look at this guy's facial expression. They gotta fix these shaders, man. Like, this looks absolutely horrendous. And honestly, zones like this, it's kind of neat looking, but it's really hard to tell what we're even looking at because of the angle of the shot that they're taking. I'm assuming this is going to be one of the zones. Hopefully, it's not too hard to get around. Sometimes they'll make some really cool zones, but it's like impossible to move your boxes around in them, or it's just a huge pain to box in. And generally, they need to make all the zones box friendly because that's what the game's about at this point. Chaos consumes the plains. All right, I'll admit the graphics are probably better in Everquest. You got like more roundness. Is a Mario 64 is just all squares for the most part. This ramp looks like a Depths of Dark Hollow ramp. This is a mini version of a Depths of Dark Hollow ramp. But I'm gonna be honest. The Mario game, it looks more warming and inviting and fun to play than this does. Knowing the mechanics of both games, I would rather play this level than be here. Uncover the truth or face annihilation. Are you guys hyped up to give them your money? I know I am. Basically, it just pans through the expansion, and they have like these fonts that pop up during the video here. It's like the goddess Druzzle Rowe was murdered. Oh my god! And this like really lame old font from who knows when, like early '90s font. It's like Microsoft Word stuff or some PowerPoint font. It just kind of like a theme through the whole video here, and they have it over here too. And it's like high school level storytelling and comments on this. Like this is something someone was like, you got to do a report for class. Like a game trailer, it's supposed to make me want to go play the experience. It's supposed to get me hyped up to go play. This has the complete opposite effect. This is like makes me not want to buy the expansion at all because it's like if you put this little effort into the trailer, how bad is the expansion going to be? That's what I want to know. And I'm not expecting like old Blizzard quality video trailers, like old World of Warcraft trailers or old Diablo trailers or things like that. But I mean, you're setting up. You got to do better than this. You're setting yourself up with huge roadblocks, trying to market your game with making a trailer like this. Like it's really bad. Personally, if I was in charge of the franchise and I saw this, I wouldn't even let it release. I would just say, listen, we're not doing. If we can't come up with better than this, we're not going to do a trailer for it. And it kind of reminded me here of like the old word art type stuff. I think they probably still have this in like PowerPoint and Word and stuff. But it's just like, is this where they're getting it from? The font from? I don't know. All right, so that's it for this video. I was gonna add a little bit more, but I noticed the video is getting a little bit too long, so I think maybe we'll add that into another one. And don't forget to download your EverQuest wallpapers, everybody. And I will see you in the next one.